Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Ranger Limited walk around video. But before we do get started, if you do enjoy our content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a minute of our content ever again. So this here is a Moondust Silver Ford Ranger Limited double cab featuring the 2-litre Eco Blue bi-turbo engine that is producing 170 PS of power. That 170 PS of power is transmitted through all four wheels through a 10-speed automatic gearbox. The vehicle itself has done just over 8,500 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a minute. So let me walk you around this very pretty Ford Ranger Limited. So we're going to begin the walk around by starting at the near side front of the vehicle, and in my shadow there you shall see the remote central locking feature of the key, and also those two keys there are for the Truckman cover. We'll come to that in a second. So with an unlock on the key there, that is going to wake up the daytime running lights. And a quick disclaimer, they're going to be flashing in your video simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But the daytime running lamps, those bits there, give you the ultimate visibility no matter the lighting conditions. So even like today on the brightest of November afternoons, they're still perfectly visible. Inside those headlamps there we have LED headlights, and just below those we have LED front fog lights, and just below those we have front parking sensors, and they trail all along that bottom lip of the bumper there. This vehicle is supplied with a very good driver assistance pack, and that includes things such as pre-collision assist, and I shall show you all of that in a moment. Before we do, we'll come to the wheel in a second and do it the other way around today. Let's talk some sensors. We have lots of sensors. One there is a light sensor, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights come on automatically. I hope you like the hand signs there. Up in the top of the windscreen we have one there for the auto headlights, rain sensing wipers, and the little camera thing at the bottom there is to read the traffic speed signs and then display them to you on the dashboard. Back down to earth now, let's have a look at these beautiful 17-inch silver sparkle alloy wheels. So I'll give you a good look around those. These are fitted with Goodyear tyres as standard, and again they're in very lovely condition. We have some chrome detailing around here, so we have the Ranger badge on the wing there, nice chrome finish, and as well with the mirror covers. Hello, good afternoon. Progressing round now, we can come to the driver's door. So if I just demonstrate the keyless entry, locking the vehicle on the key. When you approach the vehicle with the key in close, can't speak. As you approach the vehicle with the key in close proximity, you can lock or unlock the vehicle. I don't know if you can see the indicators go there. Via the button on the door handle. Very convenient if you have your hands full of tools or children or shopping. It's a nice way to gain entry to the vehicle, and once you're inside we have the engine start stop button. Losing the zoom, looking back in, we have a nice limited badging on the driver's door, and we have a side step to help those shorter humans into the vehicle. Progressing now to the near side or offside rear, my apologies. This is the time of the video that I give you a condition report on the body. So I stand back and I shimmy the camera nice and high to nice and low, and hopefully you can see all the body panels in all their glory whilst I'm doing so. So after a nice little shimmy we end up at the offside rear wheel. At this stage of the video I poke the camera through that hole and show you the full size spare wheel underneath the cab. So we have leaf spring suspension at the back here, so there's no McPherson struts, and this means you're going to be able to carry up to 2 tons in the back there. This particular Limited has been fitted with a Truckman top, like so, and we'll have a look inside that in a minute, but I just thought I'd show you whilst we're here on the offside. And we also have a little window that pops out there as well, but we'll show you that in a second. So we'll come to that. Let's finish off the exterior. So at the bottom there we have rear parking sensors, so front and rear parking sensors, and they're complemented beautifully with the high definition reversing camera. So perfect if you have a tow bar installed, for example, and you need to get onto a trailer nice and easily. We have a limited badging on the right hand side, and we have the beautiful Ranger badging along the tailgate there. So we're just going to do the near side very quickly. So starting again nice and high up, Moving the camera down the near side of the body to show you just how beautiful this vehicle is. And to the near side rear wheel now. Again, another Goodyear tyres. It looks like a set of 4 Goodyears on here. And we can follow the side step all the way down to the near side front wheel, giving you a good look at that. So as you can see, the rear privacy glass is complemented with the privacy glass on the Truckman as well. So looking inside here, all you can do, we have this lovely handle here, which I've currently locked. So this system works with the key. So as you unlock the vehicle, you unlock the Truckman, which is a lovely feature. We also do have the physical keys with it as well. Anywho, so dropping down the tailgate, this particular Limited is fitted with the ever faithful hard wearing plastic there. So whatever you load in and out, it's not going to scratch, it's not going to mark, and you're just going to be able to wash it down again once you're done with it, and it'll be perfectly clean once more. The Truckman top is connected via that seal there, and as you can see, we have an open window there, which is pivoted on the front. So we also have a window to the front there, but it's not going to do much. The rear window there is heated, as you can see, so it's going to defrost nice and quickly in those winter months, but it is watertight though. So that's the main feature of the Truckman tops. It's going to keep your luggage or cargo or tools or anything you need to be dry, nice and dry. So shutting this up once again, beautiful. So that's the Truckman taken care of. You have a nice Truckman badging all the way around, if you can see that. So now to have a look inside the rear. So this is a double in-cab vehicle. That means we have a row of seats at the back. A little thing about keyless entry: if you don't open the door in a certain period of time, it shall lock again, so you can't gain entry. It's a nice little safety feature. Okay, starting at the driver's rear door card. We have 4 electric windows, so 1 on every door card, and we have this really lovely soft touch leather and with some grey stitching there as well. It really does look very smart. If we start at the seats and work our way down, we have lovely leather interior, which is very padded, very durable. Again, we have that dark grey stitching holding it all together. 2 ISO fixing seats appear, so if you do have to carry those tiny humans, and with those ISO fixing seats, we have 1 on the near side rear and equally the offside rear as well. Spinning the camera around into the centre console, that is a 230 volt 150 watt plug socket, so perfect for keeping iPods, iPads, tablets all charged up for the kids on the longer journeys, or otherwise if you use this as a work vehicle, fantastic, because then you could charge your power packs, you can charge up your drills, your impact drivers, your radio, and if not, you also got a 12 volt socket there as well. So it's very nice to have a charging socket on a vehicle such as this. Equally, whilst we're here, we also have the Ranger floor mats already in, protecting the floor. So that's the rear. Let's have a look inside the front. So, like to be expected, driver's door card, 4 mirror controls along with rear child lock. The driver's window even is an automatic 1-touch up and down. Interior locking can be found just next to the door handle. Spinning the camera around once more, we have lovely Ranger badging on the door sill there, just in front of the step. And let's do the seats. We have 2 heated front seats, again with that beautiful ebony leather, very padded, very durable, and it's going to be nice and easy to maintain over the years. The driver's seat is electrically adjustable, so count with me: 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8-way adjustable driver's seat. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okay, right, let's just adjust my microphone, please just bear with me for a second. Okay, now inside the vehicle, we have the engine start-stop button just by your left knee. Tap your foot on the brake, the engine start-stop button goes green. 1 click on that, and that shall turn on the lovely 2-litre Eco Blue engine. Right, so what I'm going to do to begin with is give you a quick tour around the driver display. So you might notice it's split into 2 halves with an analog dial for your speedometer in the middle. So just for reference, before I start talking, we have arrows to the left hand side corresponding to the left hand screen, and the right hand side corresponding to the right hand screen. Got that? Fantastic. So left-hand screen. So I'm just trying to get that light sorted for you. My phone needs a hat. There we are, that shall do. So again, so this is the left-hand side, and this is going to be controlling a lot of your media. So for example, we have your entertainment, so you can go through your radio on there, and also if your phone was connected, you've got all your phone connectivity there as well. At the bottom, we have the ambient air temperature, we have a compass, and also the time there. To confirm in the middle, we have the analog speedo with kilometers an hour in the middle. Being the 10-speed automatic vehicle, at the bottom, we have the gear selector indicator, handbrake warning sign, and the right hand side of the screen is where you're going to find a lot of your driver information, such as trip computers. So bear with me for a second on here, because there's a lot to discuss. So starting display, you have different modes such as your RPM gauge, you can have a digital speedo, you can have your fuel gauge on there, tyre pressures, average speed, distance to empty, that's all on there. Come out of there, we have trip computers, fuel economy in there as well. Click into the driver assistance, so this is what I mentioned earlier when we're outside the vehicle. So the driver assistance pack on his vehicle, let's start from the top, lane keeping, pre-collision assist, we have a speed limiter, which can actually be the intelligent speed limiter, very fancy, so that works in accordance with the traffic speed signs, and adjust your limiter in accordance to that. Traffic signs again, this will just show you the speed, and that will be displayed at the bottom of the screen when those two circles are. The tyre monitor, the AdBlue status. So I mentioned earlier this vehicle is an Eco Blue engine, and what the blue bit stands for is AdBlue. So AdBlue is a solution that gets sprayed onto the exhaust gases, making it a nice clean burn, meaning it eliminates a lot of nitrous oxide, which is bad for the environment, meaning this is a Euro 6 compliant vehicle. A little technical lesson for you there. Coming down in your vehicle driver assist, we have the AdBlue, chimes, driver alert, lane keeping, it's all on there. So fantastic driver assistance pack. In settings, we can go into vehicle, come down to lighting, auto high beam, we come down to wipers, range sensing wipers, and so we have both of those in there. So they're referring to the sensors I showed you from the outside. So that is the driver display in all its glory. I'm sorry I am struggling with the light a bit this afternoon, but if I keep my hand there, it should make our lives a little bit better. So I've gone through the arrows already. Just below the left hand side we have a volume rocker, a voice command. Down there we have a mute button, we have a pick up and decline phone call function, and also previous and next song. The right hand side is where you'll find all of your cruise controls. It's very easy to set your speed, cancel, resume, and set your limiter from there as well. So for a vehicle such as this size, if you are driving on the motorway, can't recommend cruise control enough. It's going to save you a lot of money over the year on fuel, because it keeps your revs at a constant, so you're not on and off the throttle burning unnecessary fuel. Okay, progressing the video on now to look inside the centre reservation. So pull this up here, we have a nice little cover as well, and inside there it's a nice air vent. So once you have your air conditioning on in those summer months, that's going to keep your drinks or lunch nice and cool. So I thought I'd just show you that because it's a very nice point of the vehicle. Two adjustable cup holders, so you can put your coffees in there, your water bottles, and it's going to adjust to the size of the cup, beaker, bottle, can, anything you like. Anywho, I'm losing my train of thought. 10-speed automatic gearbox is controlled on here. We have an unlock function at the front, and we have the semi-automatic function on the right hand side, so you can go through the gearbox to your pleasure. And all the gearbox settings, such as your four-wheel drive settings, are found just to the right hand side. In front we have another cluster of buttons, and they include the parking sensors on and off, automated stop start on and off, with a traction control on and off, and also the bottom on there is hill descent control. Well, we're in Essex, typically the flattest county in the land, so you might not be using that very often. If you go further afield, that might come in useful. In front of that we have two more 12-volt sockets, so that is three 12-volt sockets in total, and we have two more USB-A ports down there, and USB-A ports deliver 2.1 amps of charging. But these are also going to be working with your entertainment system, which I shall come to in a second. I'm just going to lose the zoom now, and hopefully lose the light as well. Okay, that's going to do us lovely. So these are the controls for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. So if I just lost that out of the way. So we have two heated front seats, and they are three-way electrically adjustable. Just in front of that we have the recirculation. We have the electronic heated front screen, so it's going to be perfect in the winter months, the frosting nice and quickly. They have the air conditioning and automatic air conditioning function in the middle. To the left hand side, the demist function, so max demist front and rear. This cabin is actually fitted with dual zone air conditioning. So what I mean by that is both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures. If you do struggle with a very cold passenger, and keep them nice and warm whilst keeping yourself nice and cool. Looking further north now, should be okay for lighting. So this is a Sync 3 module. If I just return back to the home page, this is the home page. So you've got the media, we have your compass, and we also have your Bluetooth connectivity there as well. Audio is found bottom left, and we have different sources such as AM, FM, DAB, CD player. Those are the discs with music on it. Get them out your loft and time for a party. Equally, we have Bluetooth audio there as well. In climate, we have the touchscreen functions for the dual zone climate, so you can set the temperatures with a digital readout there as well. Coming home, once again, we have your phone connectivity referring to Bluetooth, and then we have just your generic settings. This screen doesn't have forward navigation as standard, but don't worry about that, because the majority of you have a smartphone in your pocket. So I'm an Apple user, for example, so I can plug my phone in using the USB cable down the bottom there, and it will mirror my iPhone onto this screen. Please refer to the photograph I took of Apple CarPlay. And what that means is it enables you to use a lot of your applications on your phone onto this screen here. So for example, if you have an iPhone, that gives you at least 3 navigation software that you can use on this screen. So personally, I'd use Apple Maps, but people love Google Maps or even Waze. So you can use all 3 of those on the screen. So you're not stuck without navigation, you just have to go through it in a different route. So Apple CarPlay is brilliant because it also keeps your hands off your phone whilst you're driving. For example, you have a text message and you need to read it and you need to reply to it very quickly. When it comes in, click on the screen, it'll read the text message to you. And you click on your voice command button and just reply using your voice. But this keeps your hands off your phone whilst you're driving. So it's a very nice, you can take advantage of your voice assistance. So I'm just going to pop the vehicle into reverse now, and that will turn on the rear reversing camera. So as you can see, we have the dynamic lines either side, which shall move when you move the steering wheel. And that dotted black line in the middle there is perfect if you had a tow bar installed. And just quickly, the top right hand side is where you will see the proximity sensor for the front and rear parking sensors. So that will give you an intermittent beep that shall increase in frequency as you get further or nearer to the object in front or behind you, which is a very lovely feature on a vehicle of this size. It makes it nice and easy for anyone to drive. Thank you very much for watching this video. I think I've covered just about everything, but always there's things that I haven't covered. So if you didn't need any questions answering, give me a call on 01376 550 899, or equally leave me a lovely comment, subscribe and like the video, and that means I'll catch you soon. Bye bye for now.